Hello cả nhà hello, welcome back cho fan Cuộc Sống Mỹ. Thêm một tuần mới, thứ hai đầu tuần của giữa tháng 12 nha quý vị. Tụi em đi làm tuần này với tuần sau khoảng chừng thứ năm là được nghỉ rồi. Coi như cái năm 2023 đó là kết thúc. Thì bữa thứ sáu tụi em có tổ chức một bữa Tết niên đó để kết thúc một năm trọn vẹn. Sáng nay rất là lạnh nha, nhiệt độ rớt xuống 30 rất u mịt tối tăm. Cao nhất 60, thấp 35 tối nay nha. Tối thứ năm có thể một vài cơn mưa rào.
The Supreme Court stopped a lower court ruling allowing a Dallas area woman to get an emergency abortion. Kate Cox of the Dallas area seeking an abortion in about 20 weeks of pregnancy after her fetus was diagnosed with a fatal disease, and a doctor telling her this pregnancy could threaten her health and future fertility. Cox telling the court she and her husband, parents to 2 kids now, want more children. Late Friday night, the Texas Supreme Court temporarily halted the lower court ruling, though it has yet to rule on merits of the case. The Austin-based state court ruling said it would be a miscarriage of justice to force Cox to continue this pregnancy. Kimberly James, WBAP News. Cleanup efforts are underway in parts of Tennessee after tornadoes tore through the region over the weekend. At least 6 people are dead and about 24 others injured. It also left thousands without power. Mackenzie Underwood lives in Clarksville, where an EF3 hit, and says her family is lucky to be alive, but they did suffer property damage.
All around the neighborhood, trees were down. 3 trees in my yard went down. My garage kind of just blew away.
A state of emergency has been declared in Tennessee. A North Texas woman accused of targeting elderly victims and romance schemes has been found guilty of her crimes. The jury convicted 33-year-old Idioma Aforo of 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit money laundering. The IRS Criminal Investigations Dallas Field Office says Okoro and her co-conspirators created fake accounts online dating sites like Match.com to find their prey. Once they had their targets hooked, the group concocted elaborate stories about why they needed money, ultimately stealing funds from the victims' pensions, retirement, and bank accounts. Okoro is facing up to 30 years in prison. Your Money News, the Texas Public Policy Foundation, Dallas, and study on taxes in Texas.
What we wanted to do is effectively go out there and be able to tell people, hey, are your property taxes too big? And no surprise here, what we found is in most cases the answer is yes.
The foundation's James Quintero says the city of Austin and Fort Bend County were found to be taxing their residents the most, and the November elections, Texans overwhelmingly approved, allowing the state to spend $18 billion on property tax cuts for homeowners and businesses. I'm Nicole saying I am that several times throughout your day and keep connected. The news on the 99.5 FM HD2.
Số tiền thuế của nhà cửa của mình thấy khiếp lắm.
Tell you what happened last night at AT&T Stadium in the Cowboys Eagles game than to start with this. If you're gonna talk the talk, you're gonna walk the walk. Hey, how about you, Cowboys?
Cowboys của tụi em tối thắng đậm để đi Washington game.
Super Bowls, one of the best post games he ever had, and yes, how about this Cowboys team? They're 10-3 now, crushed the Eagles 33-13.
Thắng đậm rồi đi ngầu cái gì.
The head coach Mike McCarthy, he talks all the time about playing complementary football, and they did that. Offense, defense, special teams.
We need to get this game, and more importantly, I just want to see us take a step to a football team. If it's about winning, always be about winning. You have to improve down the stretch here. Once playing the best football in December.
They're playing pretty good. McCarthy, we weren't even sure he'd be on the sidelines a week ago. I guess last Wednesday we found out he was having his appendix removed. But there he was watching Dallas win their 15th consecutive game at home. They've now won 5 in a row after losing in Philadelphia last month. The Cowboys might have what it takes, maybe, to go a long, long way once we get around to the postseason.
We need to get this game, and more importantly,
we already heard from the coach. Let's hear from their quarterback. Dak Prescott, obviously, a couple touchdowns from him.
We got a great locker room. We're having fun. We got great guys to work with, and that always makes it better. So when you get out here on the field, you don't leave it out here for the guy. I mean, Jordan Lewis broke it down today talking about love, and there's a lot of love on the team. We're going to build off of it each and every week.
Dak may be the MVP in the NFL this season. Throws for a couple scores. C.D. Lamb, Jake Ferguson had monster games. How about Brandon Aubrey? Made 4 field goals. One from 60, another from 59 yards. And the Dallas defense came away with 3 fumbles. Didn't let the Eagles get into the end zone. The only time they were able to do that was on a Prescott fumble. They were able to return it and get the 6 points. Now it's time to hit the road at Buffalo next Sunday, where Dallas is a 1.5-point favorite, underdog. I might have to throw another $100 at that. That could be because of the weather. It's a base Buffalo, and it's unpredictable weather. You never. But Brad's already told us it's going to maybe be in the 40s. Oh, well, then it's in stone. I didn't go that far. That's your checklist for
Cowboy đi qua chơi với Buffalo và được chấp 1,5 điểm bên Buffalo tại lúc đó có thể là thời gian thời tiết.
Just another day of leading their posse through the game of life with the info you need to know. Bernie and Halshay, WBAP's Morning News.
On News Talk 820, WBAP.
And 99.5 FM HD2.
Brought to you by the Lone Star Gun Shows. By the way, our email address, morningnews@wbap.com. We read emails at 7:50 this morning. Monty is here taking Hal's place. Hal is on vacation. He is. Also, 45th Annual Christmas is for Caring. That is going on right now, benefiting the residents of the Denton State Supported Living Center. Our numbers, the phones are wide open for you at 214-525-2550. Always hear people say they want to do something nice at Christmas. Yeah, here it is. 214-525-2550. And they just started eating Danish in there, so if you call them right now, they'll interrupt that, and I think that's awesome. I think it's best. Yeah. Kind of like when the waiter walks up to you at the table right after you take a bite. So call them right now. Is everything okay? Yeah. Thank you. All right, so Cowboys last night, once again, Dak Prescott in the conversation for most valuable player this year. He has gone from the outhouse to the penthouse in a very short period of time. He's turned it around. Doesn't he have a contract coming up at the end of this year, too? He does. This guy is... Timing, baby. Yeah. It's all about timing. Dak has the best timing of any human being I have ever seen when it comes to contract negotiation. He's having the season of the year right in time for the contract. Pretty good for a guy who was not a high draft pick out of Mississippi State. Yeah. Yeah, give him a lot of credit. Tony Romo get hurt, and then Kellen Moore was the backup. He got hurt. Yeah. And they went, Prescott, you're in. Yeah. And you take advantage, and he did, and good for him. He's been a great leader for that team, and we say this all the time. While Dak hasn't been successful in terms of leading this team to championships, and that's how you're judged in the NFL, regardless of which team it is, he's a great face of the team. He says the right thing. He's a cheerleader, and ultimately, I think he will win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. And the reason I believe that to be true is because he's number 4. Only people with, I'm doing your math, I'm trying to do the math here with you. Number 4, number 8, number 12, all led the teams to Super Bowls. Number 9 and number 11 failed to do so. So you have to be an even number. Yeah. He's an even number.
Anh sứ công viên này đang ca tụng cái anh quarterback Dak Prescott của Dallas Cowboys.
No, I knew I could tell him to see. I'm more with even
Cái
numbers
contract của
versus
anh, cái
odd.
hợp đồng của
Okay.
anh sắp sửa
And
tới
I
nữa
don't
rồi,
know
thì
how to
năm nay
explain
anh
that.
chơi rất là trọn
I
vẹn.
was born in June on the 2nd. I was born in 1955, so that's an odd number. Yeah. And that's
Mà
one person.
ông
And that's
nói
what
những người mà cầu thủ chọi
And
banh
now we're
á,
out of business here.
mang số chặn mới được vô địch, rồi những số lẻ
Coming
là
up
không
in
được.
7:17, Taylor
Ông
Ward's
nói
going to be joining
hy
us.
vọng
He's
là
the
chắc
host
chắn
of the
là
Wake
anh
Up with Wolf
breakfast
show
thế
on
nào cũng phải
99.5
vô
The
địch
Wolf, the Bucky's Taste Tester.
một năm đó.
We're going to talk about that
Thì
as
ảnh là
well.
số
But the
4.
Wolf and New Country 96.3 had a radiothon
Nó
for
là cái câu
cooks
chuyện
in
nghe
Fort Worth,
vui,
and they
nghe
raised
thú
the
vị
place.
thôi.
They did, yeah. Get all that information for you. Right now, let's get you updated on traffic and weather on the ones. Here's Monty Cook.
Thì lạ lắm, mỗi lần mà đội thắng á thì được ca tụng, mà lỡ thua cái là bị la te tưa á. Đó là cái nghề của mấy anh cầu thủ. Khi ăn thì được chào đón khiêng về nhà, còn nếu mà bị thua á thì đó bị la quá trời luôn, bị chửi quá trời luôn. Đó là nghề nghiệp của mấy anh, tự mấy anh cũng bị cái áp lực rất là nặng mà chơi không có được thua.
We got up to only about 53 degrees yesterday, and it's kind of chilly this morning. We're seeing 31 at Denton, 27 across parts of Wise County, 35 up at Lyons Airport, but we're mostly in the mid to upper 30s, and we're looking for a high of about 62 today. Pretty nice day, light south wind, just kind of holding. We're between the gates.
Chính thức dù đông đồng tử bà con hy vọng là mình đem cây cối rồi vô hết rồi, tại vì nếu còn ở ngoài có thể nó bị chết. Tháng 12 bên tôi đi làm được một tuần này, với tuần sau làm tới ngày thứ 5 là bây giờ kết thúc năm rồi. Thì thứ 6 sẽ làm cái chương trình tất niên, tụ họp anh em ăn cái tất niên của năm 2023 nữa, là chuẩn bị cho Christmas party.
Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Do you miss the simplicity and reliability of a landline? With a landline service, conversations were never cut off because your internet stopped working.
Your grandkids couldn't lose your home phone on some playground.
Now, landlines are back and better than ever with Community Phone. Community Phone offers home phone service starting at just $39 a month. And today, get 50% off your first month. With Community Phone, there are no contracts, no internet needed, no complicated wiring. A classic landline, but with the latest upgrades like caller ID, voicemail, spam call blocking,
unlimited nationwide calls, and more. And the phone works even if the power goes out. You can even keep your own phone number or get a new one. You can set up your home phone service with Community Phone in 30 seconds, all by yourself. Today, get 50% off your first month when you call 1-866-900-2557. Call 1-866-900-2557 today to get 50% off. 1-866-900-2557. Do you remember in your 20s that feeling of being invincible? If that seems like forever ago, and medical conditions have taken your performance hostage, call Men's Edge Medical today. Men's Edge Medical has been right here in DFW for almost 20 years. Don't trust your health to someone new. Here is patient counselor Raul Garza.
If you're a male over 40 and your sex life has hit the skids, call Men's Edge Medical today. We have been helping thousands of DFW men get their endurance and happiness back on track for more than 18 years.
Whether you have ED or premature stamina, Men's Edge Medical provides the correct solution with results after just one visit, or your first visit is free. Call the local company that has been helping Metroplex men get their edge back for almost 20 years. Men's Edge Medical. No gimmicks, just results. Call 972-996-0900 today. 972-996-0900.
Aikman on the Cowboys. Friday mornings at 6:54 and 8:54. And Friday afternoons at 4:54. An in-depth look at the Cowboys and their next opponent. Powered by All Pro Foundation Repair.
News Talk 820 WBAP and 99.5 FM HD2.
You connect to DFW with our free WBAP mobile app 718. Bonnie Cook in for Hal Day. This is Ernie Brown. Tara Ward joins us from 195 The Wolf.
Hello, friend.
Morning. You have a sense of timing like nobody I've ever known.
Sorry. We had a break and then you needed me here. I was like, ah!
It's all that matters. Well, we got a couple of stories. First of all, let me ask you about the radiothon last week, for Cook.
Absolutely amazing experience. We're so blessed. A ton of people. We raised over $1 million in 2 days.
Wow.
Which makes a huge impact for so many Texas babies that are fighting cancer and other ailments. It was just a really, we're so blessed. My nephew actually was a patient last year. He had a brain tumor. They saved his life. So a little bit passionate about it, but we were really, really blessed. And we got to meet the patients. And it's just an amazing place. They do so many things for the lives of kids here in Texas. So we were really, really thankful for everybody that donated.
Oh, yeah, $1 million. That's amazing. Good for you guys.
The magic that can happen in people's lives with that money, it's just when you take a bunch of people and put them all together, and it was really great experience.
That's great. Well, very, very happy to hear that. Now, we wanted to hear about being a Bucky.
Chị này rất là giỏi hả?
Yes.
2 ngày mà góp được 1
Before we
triệu.
go any further,
Everyone's so mad at me about that.
how did you land that? Look at how fat I am. How come I didn't get that job? These are the experts.
So there's a website called financebuzz.com, and they do a bunch of like little side hustle jobs. Like you've probably read the article before. They pay you to watch like a bunch of Christmas movies and review them or things like that.
The only way I can afford to work in radio.
Exactly, right? Exactly. So they had a Bucky's taste tester position open, and I applied so I could tell our
Ok,
listeners how the
tới rồi,
process
hẹn gặp lại
works,
quý vị sau.
because I wanted
Em
one of our
chào.
listeners